the great Rosh Hashanah feast. It was a sunny afternoon in the small town of Shalomville, and everyone was preparing to celebrate Rosh Hashanah. The community was excited, especially Rabbi Benjamin, who was organizing the grand annual feast. This year, the rabbi decided he wanted to surprise everyone with something special. As the preparations progressed, the rabbi ran into his friend Moshe, the town butcher, who always had a wild idea. "Rabbi, what if we hold a competition for who makes the best gefilte fish in town? It would be a hit." The rabbi thought it was a great idea. "Perfect. But we should do it in secret. That way, on the day of the feast, everyone can taste it and vote." Moshe got excited and started making plans. He called his friends, and soon the whole community was involved. Each person would make their version of gefilte fish, and in the end, the rabbi would decide who the champion was. However, there was a small problem. No one knew how to cook gefilte fish properly. Days passed, and the town's kitchen turned into chaos. Mrs. Miriam, who had always been the queen of the kitchen, decided to experiment with a recipe she found online. She added so much sugar that her gefilte fish ended up looking like a dessert. Perfect for the new year, she thought, unaware that no one would be able to eat it. Meanwhile, David, the young man from the town, decided to make his version with a special twist. He added spicy chilies. "This will bring some joy to the celebration," he exclaimed, not thinking of the consequences. Finally, the day of the feast arrived. The hall was decorated with apples and honey, and everyone was ready to taste the gefilte fish. The rabbi, excited, took a large plate filled with the community's creations. He began to taste each one, and his expression went from joy to surprise. First, he tried Mrs. Miriam's gefilte fish. His expression was pure confusion. Is this a dessert?" he said, while others laughed heartily. Then he tried David's, and his face lit up with a mix of surprise and terror. "This is spicier than the fires of hell," he shouted, as he desperately searched for water. The community was caught between laughter and tears, enjoying the spectacle. In the end, Rabbi Benjamin stood up and said, "Dear friends, although the gefilte fish didn't turn out as we expected, this year we have learned something valuable. The true celebration of Rosh Hashanah lies in the laughter and unity of our community." So instead of crowning a winner, the rabbi proposed a new tradition. The great Rosh Hashanah feast would become the festival of crazy gefilte fish. Everyone applauded and laughed, and the night ended with stories, laughter, and a banquet filled with the strangest and funniest dishes ever seen. From that day on, every Rosh Hashanah, the residents of Shalomville not only celebrate the new year but also compete for the most original gefilte fish, always remembering that the most important thing is to be together and enjoy the moment.